Bright dust is kind of a rare commodity in Destiny 2 once you've gotten most of the seasonal challenges done and have netted that big 7,500 seasonal deposit into your Bright Dust bank account. Enter in the Dawning. Now this video is a tad late, there's only a week left before the Dawning ends, but I've been using this Bright Dust farm on and off since the beginning of the event, and if you have the time and the baking ingredients for cookies, this is definitely worth your while if you're wanting to stock up on Bright Dust again after maybe spending all of it on Festival of the Lost, 30th Anniversary, and Dawning cosmetics. Maybe the benefit of uploading this so late is that by now you should have a lot of cookie ingredients saved up from just playing the game, running dares, etc, etc. This method works so much easier if you have a good amount of every or most ingredients and the bountiful and essential harvest upgrades from Ava Levante. The lower you are on ingredients, the more time you'll have to put in to get them. There's no way around that, as this method is all about baking specific cookies for Ava's repeatable bounties. I have 30 or more of each ingredient except for dark ether cane and sharp flavor, and ever since I started using this method, I've never had to go out to get more. I don't think you necessarily need 30 of each, but having probably 15 or 20 wouldn't hurt. Just look at which ones you need and go farm those specific ones in a lost sector somewhere until you have around 15 or 20 of them. Sharp flavor seems to be impossible to get, so just don't stress over getting more than like 5 of those. Next up is Dawning Essence. You need 10 essence to bake a single cookie if you have the oven masterworked, which you definitely should by now. All you have to do is bake one of every cookie to masterwork it, and if you've played previous Dawnings before this one, you just have to bake the ones you haven't before, which is likely the 2 new recipes. There's a few ways to farm essence super quickly. If you have a Grasp of Avarice final boss checkpoint that you can farm, that'll work. Running fast expunges works, but my favorite, and in my opinion the easiest, is running the Cryptolith lures from Season of the Hunt. Basically, what you want to do is select the lure. For the first mod, slot Zilox. The second mod, slot the Dormant mod, and the third mod, slot anything but a Dormant mod. If you do end up running both Dormant mods, then you just won't get 15 essence each time, it'll be a random amount, whereas if the third slot is filled with a non-Dormant mod, then you'll always get 15 essence. If, for your Zilox reward, you have lure mutations, you'll have to run Zilox until an armor or weapon shows up as the reward. If you have an armor or weapon as your reward there already, just slot the mods and fly to the Dreaming City to start the mission. Burn the Ogre using whatever you want. Linear fusion rifles and fusion rifles with particle deconstruction work super easily for this entire run. I literally only use Merciless for the Ogre and the Wizard at the end, and just an auto rifle for ads. Pick up the tracker and follow the trail to the mission start, and as you are loading into the mission during the black screen, go into your lure and reset it just like this. You don't have to reset it during the loading screen, you can reset it once you've loaded in, but this way just saves a bit of time. Once you get to the boss area, clear the thralls and curse thralls, start the hunt, kill the ogre, hide behind the crystals and wait for the knight to spawn, kill the knight and step into the green aura that the knight leaves behind to begin damaging the boss. Once the boss is dead, bring up your ghost to abandon the activity and you'll get 15 Dawning Essence every time. And since you reset your lure before killing the wizard, you didn't lose any lure charges or mods and can insert the Zilox and other mods again to rinse and repeat this process. After doing this hundreds of times, you're looking at getting around 300 essence per hour if you're doing it efficiently. I usually run it for an hour or two while listening to a podcast or something, take a break to do something else for a few before coming back to run it again. That way I just don't get too fatigued. Then you take your essence and your ingredients and go back to Ava at the tower, fill up on her repeatable bounties and bake the cookies needed for those bounties. 5 bounties gets you 50 bright dust, and you don't even have to deliver the cookies for the bounties, you just have to bake them. If you have the bountiful harvest and essential harvest upgrades I mentioned earlier, every time you complete a repeatable bounty, you'll not only get bright dust and XP, you'll also get 2 random rare ingredients and 1 essence back. So you end up baking a cookie using 1 green and 1 blue ingredient and getting 2 blue ingredients back, meaning if you have a good amount of ingredients when you start, you shouldn't run out because you'll be getting 2 back and only spending 1. This makes it so you only really need to farm the essence and can just continue to come back here for more of Ava's repeatable bounties for unlimited bright dust. If you do the math, 300 essence per hour, 10 essence per cookie, 10 bright dust per bounty, you're looking at 300 bright dust per hour for as many hours as you want to spend. You'll also be getting Dawning Spirit for doing these bounties and gifts in return when you deliver the cookies, so if you're also trying to farm for God Roll Dawning weapons, you'll be killing 2 birds with 1 stone. In my experience, after delivering almost 800 cookies in the last 2 weeks, you're looking at about a 1 in 6 chance of getting a gift in return after delivering a cookie. Once you get about 100 cookies in your inventory, go deliver them, as I've found the game to slow significantly down on both console and PC when carrying that many. The bounties start taking forever to pick up and it's just very annoying, so go take a stroll around the system to your friendly neighborhood NPCs. Just use Merciless if you want something super easy to use for the farm. I'll put a full lure run of mine at the end of this video so you can see exactly what I do every single time without fail, and Merciless is just what I find easy. So if you don't want to think about it at all, use Merciless and do exactly what I do. If you're low on destination materials, legendary shards, upgrade modules, enhancement cores, or prisms, I suggest just opening your gifts in return instead of spending them on God Roll Dawning weapons at Ava. There's thousands of other God Rolls out there for tons of other weapons, so if you need materials at all, or you just like collecting as much of them as possible like me, just open your gifts in return because you can get all those materials from them. Right now I'm sitting at 80 gifts in return and going to do a huge mass opening of all of them once I'm done farming bright dust. Just remember to open them before the dawning ends on January 4th because it says they expire after the event, and whether or not that means they'll straight up just disappear from your inventory remains to be seen. Don't forget to visit the Eververse store every week because Bungie is giving away 700 free bright dust every single week until the Witch Queen launches, so there's some more very easy bright dust to get. But that's it for me. I hope this helps you grind out some bright dust in preparation for Witch Queen, or maybe to get the new Dawning armor ornaments without dropping cash. If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, please give it a like so that it gets out to more people. That would be dope. Subscribe for more legendary loot news. Destiny beginner guides are on the way as well. Have a good holiday and dawning. Until next time, Jared out.
Wrathborn have any more choice with the elixir?
Maybe more. Willing.
I wonder if they know regret. Trying to reset the engagement. Stay on its tail, but remember, stay hidden. Team, Guardian. It's a shame we never met before.